All right. It's that time. It's time for Beyond Sight and Sound. Let's do this.
Hey boys and girls, we are going to talk about S&W shooters and prospectors. What is S&W shooters and prospectors?
We at S&W Shooters and Prospectors help people find treasure.
Did you say treasure?
Yes, treasure. Just listen to this amazing review from our happy customer, Jackie Sparrow.
Chocolate ship shape and a pleasure to deal with. I was able to buy everything that I needed at prices that were shillings less than others. I found my 9 pieces of meat in no time. Savvy?
I know you're asking yourself, why should I shop at S&W Shooter and Prospectors?
Chuck Smalley has over 45 years of metal detecting experience. He works with each customer one-on-one to customize their setup to match their skill level.
So if you always dreamt of being a pirate, contact Chuck at S&W Shooters and Prospectors and he'll take a great deal for you.
Eye-patch and rum not included.
Caution. Please do not operate motor vehicles or power equipment while under the influence of this show. Listening to this show could cause side effects such as bouts of laughter, violent binges of cabin fever, and even dreams of silver and gold. Please be advised. Now that the fine print is out of the way, on with the show.
All right, we are back once again. Imagine that. Look at how that was. Good Lord. The chat is flying. You guys and gals, I don't know, you guys and gals all wired up on Christmas candy already or something? Whew. Wow. Let's go ahead and get, yep, I see him back there. We'll get Chuck in here too.
Hey!
There.
How's everybody doing?
I think they're all wired up on Christmas candy.
Yeah, we got a full house. My God, everybody in there. Hey, Big John Ramoska's in. Dennis, all the bells, Bob, dropped and forgotten. My goodness.
Yeah.
Janet, Jason. Wow,
And I'll tell you,
on.
with that Equinox contest, I've gotten some entries from some names that I don't even recognize. So,
Interesting.
I believe they're here listening live January 5th.
I do have a Santa's hat, but don't ask me where it's at.
Probably out on the fire truck.
Yeah, we were wearing them that night. handing out cookies to everybody. So, yeah, it's been good. Been good. And it's winter. It's 30s, that type of stuff. Bit of a breeze. Had a little snow yesterday. Day before, nothing major, maybe an inch, inch and a half. And today it warmed up enough, about 38 out, it melted all the snow we had. So, cool.
Yep. We've had snow. It keeps going away, but it keeps coming back. There.
Right, right. So, anyway, and I hear we have an entry into the Trump YMCA dance. Am I correct on that?
Ew.
I better check that out.
We have gotten our first entry. So for
Pressure's
everyone
on,
else,
folks. And as we go along, it's Christmas, and I have been busy. I've had a lot of people calling. I got everything out the door. Everybody should have their stuff by tomorrow that ordered all last week. It was a busy week. I appreciate everybody, and there were people I'd never talked to before that somebody told them to give me a call. They were looking for this, couldn't find it, was able to get what they wanted, things like that. And
nice.
So it's been a busy week, and now it's hopefully everything gets there in a timely fashion. I know they still deliver right up to Christmas Eve, so if it's a day late, but it's up to the gods of UPS and FedEx now.
Yeah, right. Yep. That's the way it goes.
Yep. So, but
and I've got to mention, too, with our Equinox 800 giveaway January 5th, when people message me the key phrase, whether that's through messaging to Josh Kimmel or beyondsightandsound@gmail.com, if it's a name that doesn't normally show up in the chat, like you're messaging me through a name that you use on YouTube, please make sure to include that so that we can make the association.
Okay.
And I think we've got our work cut out for us on that night, because we're really going to have to be watching the chat close, because some of the people, I believe, are tuning in through Facebook while others are tuning in through YouTube.
Well, your entry's in there. Get those entries in there.
Yep. And the pressure is on the giveaway that's coming on the heels of that. Definitely, with getting the first entry for that. And hopefully everyone has remembered the little contest that's going on in metal detecting Central Illinois, because I've got quite a little go live that I'm going to have to do. I know when they talked to me about it, they had mentioned that I'd be pulling 3 or 4 names. And then when they made the post, that has grown to 22 prizes. I'm pulling more than 3 or 4 names.
Wow. Sounds good to me.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Excellent. Excellent.
It will be interesting, and that's going to be, I believe, December 26th, 8 p.m. Eastern-ish. I was trying to figure out a way today to get a laptop ported to the TV to do so I can do the go live from the phone and have the name wheel up on the big TV, so that hopefully it's easy for people to see.
Well, we still got them rolling in. My goodness. Hey, Mark, I see you said hi. Hi back, buddy. Hi to everybody else.
Yeah,
Busy.
welcome to everyone.
Yep. So, very interesting. And some names in there. So anyway, no, it's been good. And
Yeah.
hello, Dan Witt. How we doing, Dan? Yeah, I'm getting some new folks in. That's good. And there's a lot of good stuff to be won by the old group.
Yeah. And I actually had someone ask me tonight, how do they get entered for that? And I tried to explain it. So for those that are maybe they tune in through Facebook, if you go over to Beyond Sight and Sound on YouTube and click on the live tab, you can see the past live streams. And anything to do with the contest will say, number such and such keyword revealed.
Right.
Find the 7 keywords, message the phrase to me, then you're in the running. Then you have to come back and listen live January 5th and be present in the chat, because if we don't see your name, we'll draw another name. Other than that, you have to be 18 or older, lower 48, or have a shipping address in the lower 48. And that pretty much sums it up. I mean, that gets them in the running for the copper rounds, the fines boxes, the silver rounds, the ugly box setup, and the Equinox 800.
Right. Yep.
That
And
was
I'll be shipping from here on the ugly box. Nope. Medical.
okay.
Yep. Hey, Scott, how you doing, buddy? I see you snuck in there.
Yeah, he was being real sneaky too, because we haven't seen him lately in the chat. Some of the chats.
And I see a new name, Vin K.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah, Wisco Badger. Got some new names. No video here.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if they track down those 7 keywords, and they have up until midnight, December 31st, to get their entry into me.
Yep. So you got time. You got time to go back and listen to the pods and pick them up if you have all of them, or you might have missed one, or you want to double check and see if you're correct. You got time.
And believe it or not, there have been a few people that missed. But I messaged them. It's Christmas. I messaged them and said, hey, you're missing this number keyword. Go back, find
it. That's good.
Again. And they've gotten it then, and I have not really messaged anyone back yet. I know my messenger inbox as well as my email inbox are filling up with names, and I will be getting back to them as soon as we start writing down those names.
Right. Right. Well, Merry Christmas, Dawn. There you go. Cry for Dawn. We got some new names popping in. You still got a chance. And,
that's right. Take entries up to December 31st, midnight Eastern time.
18 years or older.
Right. But then the hard part is they got to make sure to remember to come back and be listening live January 5th.
Yep, it ought to be a banging show that night.
Yeah, we're going to have to be on our toes watching that chat.
Yep.
Definitely.
It'll be a good night.
But that's all right. It'll be a good time.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff going on. All kinds of stuff. And not long after that, we'll be giving away a collectible for the best Trump YMCA dance. But you have to do that and send it to Josh posted up on Detecting Beyond Sight and Sound, so he and I can judge it. So we've got one in.
Scott, I just sent you a message.
Yep. Even one of the college ball games last night on a touchdown, one was doing it. So it's still out there. Uh-oh. I heard that Barb, she posted hers before the show.
Oh, now I'm going to have to go back and look at that after the show.
Yeah.
I'm sure that one is going to be.
Vin K, enjoy your holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year, buddy.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to everyone, and we'll be back again next Sunday to wish everyone a Happy New Year.
Yep.
I mean, normally we're here Wednesdays and Sundays, but with the way the holidays fall, Wednesdays have fell off after the first of the year.
Yep. Tuesday night, we got to take Santa, escort Santa into town. Do it every year. That has been going on in our town for over 60 years. Santa gets a fire truck escort.
Wow.
60, 65 years, somewhere in there, they've been doing that. So we keep it going.
Around here, they used to fly Santa in via helicopter.
Oh, cool.
And then escort him into town with police escort. But I don't know. The price of fuel got too costly or whatever. I'm not sure how he gets to town now.
Yeah.
I guess he's got to rely on the rain.
Yep. So.
Man, look at the YouTube fly.
Oh, yeah. It's cooking. It's cooking.
Wow.
Frank Juarez said, did I make it in? Frank, did you make it in what? Entry-wise?
Well, like I said, I have not responded back to many people yet because I don't want to lose track of their name.
There you go.
You message me or email to beyondparksound@gmail.com, then I'm sure you're in. If you missed a word, I will let you know. I did confirm for Scott because he was a little worried that he hadn't made it in, but he knows now he's good. And as I as I get the names written down, I will get back to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I just haven't done anything yet because I don't want to lose track of anybody's name.
Cool. That's the way you do it.
Right.
Give everybody a real fair shake. You betcha.
Now I just hope that they make sure to, if they're messaging me from a Facebook account that we don't normally see, that they make sure that I know how they're entering or whatever, or via email, because some people's emails don't reflect the YouTube name that they use. And there's even been one or two people that I've seen send email that I haven't gotten to yet, or Facebook message, that I'm not sure we've ever seen them in the chat. So
I see another new name, Earl Shull, Shull. Hello, Earl.
Well, so hopefully they remember that just messaging me does not necessarily mean they win a detector. They have to be listening live, or we will draw another name.
Be in the house on the 5th. Gotta be in the house on the 5th.
Yeah. Otherwise, I guess the Grinch stole Christmas for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we don't want that.
Nope. Earl from VA.
Ah. And the only other stipulation on all of that is that we would like to see the ugly box go to someone who does not have one already.
Right.
Remember that.
Yeah. We got Emery wants to know if he can enter. John Burrell's in. Good. We got full house.
I would say anybody can enter. Well, except for me. I guess I can't.
Right. Oh, Quad
Yep.
City Lost Jewelry recovery's in tonight. There you go.
Free recoveries. I like that name. I
Yep.
like that name. And hopefully, with all these new names dropping in tonight, they're at least remembering to maybe like the episode or subscribe to the channel.
Bob D's in the house. We got a lot of folks rolling in yet, man. We got a full house.
Yeah, Bob D may want to check out those keywords too and get himself.
Yeah.
I know normally he's over on GPS, but he does drop in here from time to time too.
Right. But for all you just coming in, whether you know it or not, we have a giveaway going on, and you have to have a phrase put together out of
seven
shows. 7 shows.
Yep.
The keywords are noted in the show.
Well, technically 6 shows, because the third keyword we kind of gave on the show as a freebie to those that don't use Facebook.
That's right.
So we gave the third and the fourth keyword out in one episode. But it's titled in every episode.
Yep.
From the first keyword to the 7th and final.
And you got till midnight, December 31st, 2024, to send that phrase as your entry to Josh on Detecting Beyond Sight and Sound.
Right. Don't send it to Beyond Sight and Sound on Facebook. Send it to Josh Kimmel. Or send it to beyondsightandsound@gmail.com.
Right. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Be neat to see who wins what.
Yep. Got to be a resident in the lower 48 or have a shipping address in the lower 48 and be 18 or older. And then I think our giveaway that we've got following that we've already had one entry for in the Metal Detecting Beyond Sight and Sound Facebook group.
Right.
I believe that also has to be lower 48, correct?
Yes. Yes. Sorry to my friends in Canada, Alaska, and Hawaii. But
well, unless they have a shipping address in the lower 48.
In the lower 48, you got a ship address, family member down here, something like that. You come down and see. There you go. And doing that Trump Shuffle to YMCA's song, or the song of YMCA, you are going for a Gary Penta, 1 of 10 original miniatures that KG and Riggy had for Digging TV. And there's a miniature coin, and then there's one of the Garrett, KG, and Ringy standard size coins in there. So, and it is signed by the artist, Mr. Gary Penta, and numbered.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's built so you
You
can
know,
put it over and display it.
and you know, I did not realize this was a thing until recently, Chuck. But there is a way for people in Canada to kind of obtain like a dropship address
Oh,
across
really?
the line, US, where they can just duck down across the border and pick up their item.
Yep. Yep.
I did not realize that.
I heard of that before, but until you mentioned it. So, yeah, Shannon, he was in Arizona today and said, woke is a pile of doo doo. You are right. Yep. And he's got so many irons in the fire right now. He's getting stuff done, and Putin wants to talk with Zelensky already. Putin already reached out to Trump, and they're setting it up.
Wow.
And if he can stop that, we can fix everything else. Time, but if he can get
Right.
or that takes the pressure. This I don't know if you people are following what's going on, but you're on the brink of a disastrous war.
Yeah.
This is as tight as I care to see it. Let's hope we
Yeah,
can pull this off.
it's closer than what I'd like to see. I mean, this is like the Cuban Missile Crisis all over again.
Yeah. So if we can start calming them down and get it straightened out, and now Germany,
Everything will fall into line.
yeah, Germany's in an uproar within itself over that mass drive-through deal where they killed the people at the Christmas market.
Right.
They're rioting over there.
Right.
Man. Well, all we can do is pray. Hope to heck that Trump can bring people together and we can settle this crap. So, but anyway, that's what we got going on. We want to put some fun and smiles on people's faces, give you a chance to win something. Let's do it.
Right. And to explain to everyone, once again, you get the keywords, you message me the key phrase, you're 18 or older, you get the key phrase message to me before midnight, December 31st, 2024, Eastern Time. You have a shipping address in the lower 48 or are a resident in the lower 48. And you must be listening live January 5th in the chat. It's as simple as that. Once you're in the running, that's it. All you have to do is show up for the next, for the show that we do the giveaway on. Because if we don't see your name, we'll draw another name.
Right.
I keep getting messages from people, so it's just easier rather than to try to type. We'll explain it on the show.
Now, being it's Christmas and being that many of you online there this past week had contacted me for stuff and we got everything coming your way. Some already received their stuff. I might, work on this. We've got that collectible to give for the dance. If we get enough going, I will throw a little more into the bucket on this.
Uh-oh.
So stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Wow.
What was our cutoff on that? Did we say a cutoff yet?
I don't believe we did.
Okay. We'll figure that out.
I mean, we've got to have time to judge it, though.
Right.
So they may not want to wait too terribly long. They may want to get that entry in just to be on the safe side.
Well, Marks went out and bought good boots for Alaska. Good move, buddy. Get them broke in, though. Don't try and break them in new.
Hey, I'll bet he could break them in real good doing a video entry for that Gary Pinta miniature.
Yeah, he could. Do a little,
Just
him and Clay doing, and of course they'd have to get Emery, the three of them, do YMCA together. Then they could fight over it.
I don't know. If we could get them all to do it together, maybe we should count that as 3 separate entries.
Yeah.
It would be absolutely hilarious, though, to see all 3 of them doing it at the same time.
Yep. That'd be a good one, Kevin. Clay, Emery. There you go. That almost sounds like a challenge.
Yeah, that's a challenge in its own, isn't it?
That's a good idea. Yeah, it's supposed to be in the 40s. Bart. Hello, Michael Farley.
Who
from
knows?
Canada.
Maybe we could even award bonus points if. Maybe we could award bonus points if they were able to do it with their detectors.
Hey, it's a challenge. I put it out there. You guys prove to us it ought to be fun.
Great. Yeah. Who wants it bad enough?
That's right. That's right.
And we've got another interesting little tidbit of historic information to share with them before we get out of here tonight, too.
Oh, cool.
Maybe not all of us know much about. And surprisingly enough, I did not know about this bit of historical information. But when we get into that here in a little while on the show, some people will get how it came to me because of who it came through. It'll make sense.
Okay.
Other than that, everything's going well for Chuck then.
Yeah. Mark's just posted up here on the chat. We went to a house Friday, rumored to have jars of money buried in the fence line. It was a goose chase, a muddy goose chase. You know, I've had people show up the shop buying detectors to go out and look for grandpa's money, money, things like that. And sometimes I've had a chance to talk with them, quiz them, this kind of stuff a little bit. What makes you think grandpa buried money? Because grandma said so. Okay. Did you have a chance to ask grandma if she ever dug it up? Well, the way she talked, it was still buried there. The way she talked. You got to do some fishing.
Dug it up.
Yeah. You got to come up with a little provenance, maybe.
Right.
You know, that's always. Grandpa buried money and drew a map, and it was found in the safe deposit box. And Grandma said she knew nothing about it, but it could be buried. Well, that would pique my interest much more.
Right. And I've had this same conversation with people before where they're like, well, you know, my aunt told me that my cousin buried money on their property way back when. Do you think it could be found? And I start asking them questions. And one of the questions that I go into, just like you said, is provenance. The other topic that I get into with them is that you've got to remember, if this is something that got out to a lot of people, and discussed this before on the show, Chuck, what do good treasure hunters find? It may not be there anymore because somebody's already got it and kept their mouth shut.
Right.
Something to think about.
Yep. Yep. It's always something to think about. And you know, sometimes there's enough provenance to follow through with, and it pays off. But it's a thin percentage.
You're rolling the dice no matter which way you look at it, because sometimes you've got provenance.
Right.
It may not be there anymore because of exactly like we said, what do good treasure hunters find?
Yeah. I did too, Jason. We did that. So anyway, no, it's fun to go look, and you never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
There could be a lot of people that are telling themselves, oh, surely somebody's already found it, so I'm wasting my time. And therein lies the fact that maybe you could get lucky, and at that point, you just never know. It could be worth it.
Yep.
And we know people that have went and done it and made the recovery, but they kept quiet.
Mm-hmm. That's treasure hunting. End of story.
Oh yeah, I mean, you'll even remember yourself where I made. What was that? About 2 years ago, maybe I sent you a picture of quite a number of coins and currency.
Mm-hmm. I do remember that.
And there again, and there was a fair amount there. Believe me, probably my largest recovery to date. And that was for someone else. But there again, never said anything to anybody about it. Nobody knows that I made it. Nobody knows that that person had it.
That's right.
What a good runner's find.
I know a guy that's found quite a few.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that.
Right.
More than that guy ever thought was possible.
Yeah. Yep, and that's the way it usually goes too. I mean, if it's a dandy, you're just kind of, oh my lord.
We always use this thing that happened to me years ago. It was detecting in a town north of here, huge old courthouse. And I've been detecting it. As far as I know, I was the only one hitting it at that time. I went to the sheriff. I got permission from the sheriff because usually the sheriff in the county, the courthouse, he is
Right.
he's the head groundskeeper. He can give you permission. I went to him, got permission. I hunted it, had a blast. And the town had a little newspaper in it. And the guy come across the street and was talking to me. And he says, "What are you doing?" He says, "I see you over here a lot." And I explained it to him. He said, "You mind if I do a little work?" I said, "No, I don't." And he took pictures of the coins I had. And I mean, that place was phenomenal at that time. I was really, really, really getting good stuff out of it. And he did his little a weekly newspaper, small town weekly newspaper. Did his little thing. Next time I went up there was 30 guys at that courthouse. Lesson learned.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's the way it goes. Once the word gets out,
yes, sir.
It's just like genie in a bottle, so to speak. Once cap comes off, you can't put the genie back.
Yep. ORH, you are correct. Find what? Everything was lost in a boating accident.
Yep. It was in my backyard. My grandpa left it to me in an old chest. Something like that.
Yep. I've had two fans over the years contact me to make an attempt at recovering goods that were buried or hidden. One was found. The other one, it was the he said, she said, passed down, no provenance, but the one had provenance and it was recovered. So,
and I'm sure that this happened too, where somebody relates a story to you, the provenance is there.
Yeah.
But until then, mum's the word, and you just kind of watch the property.
Yes. And the guy that recovered it was treated well. So,
right.
Yeah. Nothing ever put out anywhere about it. So, that was cool. Good.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Good.
Yep.
I know the same guy was escorted off of a site in Union County, Missouri, after a cousin gave that guy permission to detect it because they were looking for stuff. And I went on down there, set a weekend aside, and started hunting. And the other cousin on the other side of the family just happened to be the county sheriff. And I had
like that. Well,
written out, handed it to him, and I had permission to be there. And he said, I'm going to drive you back to Iowa. You will follow me. Okay. You got the gun. You win.
Come back.
Never went back.
Yep.
So my feeling was what they were looking for was really there at that point. So I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, that goes a long way to helping to validate provenance.
Yeah. So there's pros and cons to that.
There is.
Yep.
There definitely is.
And sometimes you just got to go look. John Ramoska said it good. I mean, the chase. There's always a chase.
Yeah.
My wife treasure hunts, in a sense. I took her to a place yesterday, early in the morning. They have estate sales. There were a couple things listed on there she wanted to have a chance of getting. And, you know, it was snowy and a little crappy there, and drove her on down. Actually, it was Friday morning. And we got there half hour before they opened up. She got her number to be in there. Things are priced. She got in there, and the two items she was looking for were gone already. And she said, they told me there were people here at 4:30 in the morning waiting to get a number at 8. The doors opened at 9 because those two collectibles were in there. So that's the chase. We thought we were plenty early. The roads weren't the best, but I got her down there. I drove her down there. And that's part of the chase. You win some, lose some.
Yeah. Yeah, and you could say in that respect, we're all kind of adventure seekers. It's the thrill of the hunt.
Yep. Yep.
Whether it's here, Alaska, Aruba, England.
Yard sale down the road. You never know.
Yeah. Your local thrift store.
So you just don't know what you might come across. I watch many, you probably do, Antiques Roadshow, and they have where people have taken stuff out of dumpsters and paid a quarter for something at a yard sale and it ends up being worth $100,000 and things like that. That's part of it
That's
too.
what keeps us all going.
That's right. And it's kind of neat. I mean, it happens.
Yeah.
One old boy that I just rewatched it the other day. He had a blanket that had been passed down through the family. He knew it was a Navajo blanket, and it was a chief's Navajo blanket, and
Ooh.
a Ute. The Navajo made it for the Ute chiefs, a particular size, width, and everything. And basically, he didn't know what he had. And the expert on the show, they were down in Arizona, told him, he said, "You have something that I trembled when I see you get this out." And he said, this is real. It has been sold. Back when it was found, they estimated it being between, was it 700,000 to 800,000? And
wow.
then it was sold, and today's value is over $2 million. So that kind of stuff is laying around out there. People don't know what they got, or they pick something up.
Yeah, sometimes it's just having the knowledge to realize what you're stealing.
That's right. ORH, he picked up a box full of patches, military, and they were 104th Airborne Screaming Eagle patches. And he knew that they were worth quite a bit more than the $20. That's part of the hunt, buddy.
Yeah.
That's the other side of the coin roll hunt. Everybody runs to the coin star and checks the back drop box in there and sees it to get a little piece of silver or something. And all these little things that we do, eyes open in the wintertime in the parking lots, and you see stuff laying about all the time, especially after they've been doing some plowing. The wife got a beautiful 18 karat gold hoop earring, big, heavy, thick one full of stones. She just got out of the car, walked down, look at that. Picked it up. She said, "Well, it looks good." Hands it to me. I'm sitting there going, "Yep, 18 karat. There you go."
Yeah. Treasure where we find it.
You never know. Right at the base of a big snow pile.
Yep.
One day, there was dang near a wrestling match between her and I. There was a $5 bill laying on the. I spotted it, she spotted it. We were pushing each other back and forth trying to get to $5.
Fine, I saw it first.
Yep. 2 years ago, I was in Aruba. I'm sitting there, I see something floating in the water. I reach out there, a $20 bill just floating in the water.
Yeah, I mean, hey, when it gets dropped in your lap like that, you might as well.
Yep. So I walked over to Ron. I said, "I didn't find any gold, but here you go." "You find that?" I said, "Yeah, it was drifting about waist deep water." I looked over and looked at it twice, and I reached in, grabbed it, and I went, "My God, that is real." So that kind of stuff happens. It's a bit of karma for everybody when it does.
Comes in many ways, shapes, and forms, but we'll take it any way we can.
Wow. So Bart, they all got a good story here about finding something.
I'll bet
That's
they
nice.
do.
So we all got to keep our eyes open. You never know when some treasure will present itself where we didn't have to dig a hole.
Yep. Keep your head on a swivel. Chance favors preparedness.
Yep. Yeah. Hot Dog Diggs did a nickel coin roll in Canada. You got a bunch of war nickels and buffs. Cool.
Nice.
61 Rosie this year. Dropped and forgotten. Yeah, pocket change. You just never know what walks in, gets spent.
Yep.
Yeah.
Even recently, I believe Ken Garrison off of Metal Detecting Central Illinois,
Right.
they took a bucket. He took a bucket of, I believe it was Doug Clad, into a coin star, and some of the coins get spit out.
Yeah.
And he grabbed them out of the return, and the one he thought was just might have been like a crummy dime or something. He took it home and cleaned it up a little bit to see what it was.
Yeah.
That piece.
Nice.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'll bet he's glad the coin star spit that back out at him. I know I would be.
That's right. So let's see. Bark says he likes to collect the Coleman lanterns
Oh, yeah.
and stoves. Barks, I got a brand new Coleman stove in the box that I know is 25 years old. Never been
Nice.
out of the box yet. I won it in some raffle, brought it home, put it on a shelf out in the garage. It's still sitting there. Because I've got two other old ones, and they work just fine.
Yeah, right. Yeah, why even open it when the other one's just fine so far? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right. Barks is the gas one. So, white gas. Yep. Yes, sir. But that's about it. Well, what are we going to talk about historically?
Oh,
I have to remind you.
right. Yeah, because sometimes I see a squirrel. So here's an interesting one, and maybe you've heard of this. This one kind of surprised me, and I thought it'd be great to share tonight because it is fitting. It's that time of the year.
Okay.
You ever hear the story about the Christmas pickle?
The Christmas pickle?
Yes, sir.
No.
And I wonder how
Enlighten me.
many people in the chat have. But so for those that don't know, and some of the people listening do, my wife, she's a huge pickle fan. She loves dill pickles, deep fried pickles, all that stuff. And I guess that puts her a little in the know about things that are, pickle related. She always knows about the new pickle flavors that are coming out with Doritos and stuff like that. And the other night she mentioned something to me, and I'm like, "What? No." And she's like, "Oh yeah, really? Well, I'm gonna have to look that up now." And I did. I went and looked it up, and sure enough, she was not fooling. She was right. And she starts talking about the story of the Christmas pickle. And it dates back to the Civil War. And basically, in a nutshell, for those that don't know, they can go and they can look this up. They can Google this. It's out there on the internet. There was a German soldier during the Civil War that a guard had given him a pickle at Christmas. And, you know, the Civil War was a tough time. For it doesn't matter what side you were on.
That's right.
And this German soldier claimed that that pickle saved his life. And he took that story and concept back to Germany with him. And every year after that, he would hang a pickle or a pickle ornament somewhere in his Christmas tree. And you let the kids go through and try to find it. And the first kid that would find it, it's said, would have good fortune in the coming year. And that is the story of the Christmas pickle. And that has actually been going on since the time of the Civil War.
Wow. Now that's one that I had not heard.
Neither had I. But that's why I say this will all become clear, because people that know my wife know she's huge on pickle flavored chips and different things like that. And there are plenty of things that are pickle flavored that she's like, yeah, that should not go together at all. Let's not do that again. And she happened to mention the story of the Christmas pickle the other night. And I'm like, oh, come on now. Yeah, because she's like, yeah, that stems from the Civil War. Really? I've never heard of that. And sure enough, it does. It stems from the Civil War.
Or a different pickle story. I'm not going there, ORH, dang it.
Right. There are, who knows, there may be a number of people listening tonight that may not look at a pickle the same way now.
No. They don't think ORH. Oh, my goodness.
Especially if ORH has any influence in it.
Yeah. Hey, Pillon, how you doing?
Old Pelon in the house.
Yeah, put him in the corner, Barb. Tell him to behave.
They're just going to tell him he ain't right, and he'll tell them, of course not, I'm half left.
Yep. Oh, good gracious. So anyway, it's coming to that end point. You all got the rules down on the giveaway. Get your entries in by midnight, December 31st, to Josh Kimmel. The 5th, we're going to start drawing for stuff.
.com.
Right. As long as everybody understands that, if you're missing a word, you can go back, take a look, or listen on the podcast, and you'll find them.
Yeah, we didn't make it hard to find them necessarily. And, okay, yeah, you got to put in a little bit of time to track them down. But come on, we're giving away an Equinox 800. And, I mean, that gets you in the running for any of the prices that are being given out January 5th.
Right. And we got some more stuff coming down the pike too. We got, get your entries in. Give me a little Trump YMCA victory dance. Sounds like we got 2 out there that I haven't had a chance to see. I'll look them up. And Kevin says Kevin thinks he's going to do one, I should say. Barks is.
Nice.
Maybe get all 3 of them to do it. We'll have to see what goes on. It'll be fun.
I can see him having a good time with it.
Yeah. So,
And
maybe, you never know. Dennis Crettencord may have to work with him too.
Yeah.
There you
and
go.
I say, like you said, if Ohio Relic Hunter could do it the night of the election, he ought to be able to do it one more time.
Right. Well, anyway, buddy, thanks for having me on. Merry Christmas to everybody. Be safe out there. Have a great one. Eat until you drop. And
Plan to.
I hope you all got what you wanted. So, please be safe.
And a very Merry Christmas to you, Jill, Travis, and Bertie.
Well, thank you. And to you and all yours, Tam, yourself, your son, his girlfriend or wife?
Girlfriend.
Okay. And I hope you all have fun. Have a great Christmas, and we'll hear what everybody got there the following Sunday, I'm sure.
Well, for me, I just hope to make it through.
There you go.
Because I'm sure there's going to be all sorts of goodies to eat.
Yep.
And,
Phil, take care, buddy. Yeah. So all we can do is say a prayer and hope that this world gets straightened out too. So on that note, everybody stay safe. Have fun. Merry Christmas. We'll talk to you later. Thanks for having me on, Josh.
Merry Christmas, Chuck. Stay safe.
Bye-bye.
And then there was one. Yeah, looking forward to all the goodies. Everybody's busy making goodies for Christmas, and we just got done packaging 9, I think, pounds of smoked cheese. Whew. It's a lot of smoked cheese. Pepper jack, sharp cheddar, mild cheddar, mozzarella, Gouda, white American. Man, and I'll tell you what, it is tasty. Good stuff. I mean, I'm a bit of a fan of pepper jack cheese anyway, but smoked pepper jack, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I swear it enhances the flavor of the peppers. I don't know. We'll have to see what Ohio Relic Hunter thinks about that. I know he likes smoked pepper jack as well. Either way, obviously Wednesday, due to the holidays, we are off. We will be back Sunday to see, what everybody got for Christmas, or if they were safe for the holidays. That's the important part. Stay safe, make it out on the other side alive and in one piece. Why? Because you gotta. I mean, that's what I'm going with anyway. I don't know about the rest of you. Either way, for everyone else, hopefully you enjoyed the show. If you did, don't forget, you can always throw us a like. You can find us here on YouTube under the live tab, Wednesdays and Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern. Well, except for the next 2 Wednesdays. You can still find the audio side of it in distribution through your favorite podcast distribution services at some point after the live run, usually within the next couple of days, a lot of times. And I guess remember the story about the Christmas pickle. And until the next one, Merry Christmas to everyone. Have a safe and happy holidays, folks. We're out of here.
We sure are glad you found us here tonight. Thanks for dropping by and joining in. If you like metal detecting, treasure hunting, gold prospecting, or even entertaining discussion, check us out Wednesdays and Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern, on your favorite podcast distribution services.